Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope your day's been good, but better watch this video. So guys, it's been a while. And when I say it's been a while, it's been like a whole damn it month. But I just felt like I needed this break once more because it was just like I needed to bring myself back together again. I needed to pick up the pieces, get back on my routine, which I'm still not back on. I'm still like off the tracks, but still. Anyways, today we're going to be again doing A Tale of Two Cities, and you're going to be hearing this from me, I don't know, for the next 37 videos. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways, today we're doing Chapter 5, The Wine Shop. Chapter 4, I'm not going to recap it because we have very less time and I want these videos to be shorter. So you guys can go watch that video. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. Anyways, chapter 5 is called The Wine Shop. A casket of red wine is shown broken outside a wine shop, and people have rushed to the scene to drink up the spilled wine off the street. It stains the streets and the hands and faces of the people drinking it. A tall man dips his fingers into the muddied wine and writes blood on a wall. The spill of red wine symbolizes bloodshed in the near future. So basically, chapter 5 starts by showing us that there is a wine casket, a casket of red wine has been spilled outside a wine shop, and people have rushed to drink that wine. Men, women, children. They're drinking it through their handkerchiefs and all of that, and they do not care that it's muddied or it's all over the streets. They're drinking it from the streets, dirtied, muddied wine. And during all of this commotion, this a tall figure, a tall man, comes and writes blood on a wall with that red wine. And this blood, the word blood over here on this wall symbolizes bloodshed in the near future, probably bloodshed that will happen during the French Revolution. Anyways, moving on. Jarvis Lorry and Lucy Minette have come to the wine shop of Monsieur Defrage and his wife. They observe that the owner and the others all call each other, sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, Jacques. Mr. Defrage immediately takes Laurie and Lucy out of the shop and into a disgusting, worn out, five-story building and courtyard. Everyone there leaves their trash and even human waste in the stairwell, or on landing, or tosses it out their windows. Lucy can barely breathe. She's so nervous about meeting her father that she almost passes out. Mr. Defrage opens the door to the room where we see Dr. Minute making shoes. Dr. Minute is Lucy's father. So basically, Dr. Menet, after his release from prison after 18 years, he's staying with his former servant, Mr. Defrage. And basically, they're describing the building or the community where Mr. Defrage lives in. And Lucy, as we know in chapter 4, Mr. Lorry went from Telson's bank and told her that her father was still alive and that she's actually not an orphan. And he's living with his former servant. And now, in this chapter, he's basically taking her to meet her father. And Lucy's very nervous about this. She never knew that she had any parents left after her mother died. Anyways, this is what it kind of looks like. There's like five-story rusty buildings and a lot of trash on the side. Okay, side note, things you need to remember. Mr. Defrage is the former servant of Dr. Minette. He has been staying with him since his release from prison. The revolutionists were able to spread information without being found guilty by communicating through code only they understood. The man who wrote blood on the wall with the spilled red wine was a man named Gaspard. So, first things first, Mr. Defrage was a former servant of Dr. Minute, and after Dr. Minette's release from prison, Mr. Defrage took him in. After that, we also get to know that the revolutionists were talking in code. Of course, if they started talking in French and we are like, oh yeah, we're planning a mutiny or we're going to rebel against the government, at that time, French country, France, basically, had really brutal and harsh laws. If anybody got to know that they were planning this mutiny or revolution or whatever you want to call it, they would be the next chopped off bodies laying on the street. So they used to communicate in code that only they understood. And the last thing is that the tall figure or the tall man that wrote blood on the wall with the red wine was a man named Gaspard. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comment box and go follow me on Instagram. Even though I'm not active there, I sometimes post random things over there. Anyways, thanks for watching. See you all in chapter 6. Bye!